Citations, everyone. We've got a new cutscene, or cinematic. It's called cutscene, so we're gonna call it a cutscene, but, you know, cinematic also gets a little bit more viewership. Regarding the fate of Nozdormu and Chromie after the Dawn of the Infinite questline. So, as per usual, we are going to react to this and talk about this. So, let's go ahead and see just what's up with Chromie and Nozdormu. Did she achieve her goal? Did she stop Nozdormu from becoming Murozond? Is that going to change how Nozdormu's fate exactly works? And does that make End Time some kind of non-canon event? I've not seen Spider-Verse yet, so... well, the second one, rather. So, let's go ahead and dig right into this, shall we? So, I'm gonna go ahead and click this bad boy. And I'm gonna maximize it, obviously, too. Oh, hold on. There we go. Alright, 2 minutes. Let's go. Let's see what's up with Chromie and Nozdormu. Woo!
Thank you, champion. Without you and Chronormu's bravery, I could not imagine what would have...
Nozdormu? Nozdormu!
Hug!
Everything's back how it was.
Not everything.
Hmm?
Clouds in my vision have parted, and I can breathe without doubt or despair.
Okay.
I feel alive again. Thanks to you.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles, explorers.
Okay.
Iridikron escaped through a kind of void tear, taking Galakrond's essence with him.
Uh-oh.
Voidgate. His dark dealings have come to fruition.
It feels like
Hmm.
he's leaving this war to his kin. His hatred for the Titans is all he cares about.
Nozdormu, can you perceive where he has gone?
He has passed beyond my sight. All I see now are burning embers,
Well, that's never good.
crouching upon...
Marithra must be warned. If Varrock leads their forces now, he will be vicious and strike where we are most vulnerable.
The World Tree.
Ah, not again.
As dangerous as he is. For now, we must leave Iridikron to his schemes and steel ourselves for whatever Varrock and Vyranoth are preparing to unleash. The defense of Iridikron.
A Midrasil.
No matter what lies ahead, you were right, Chronormu. The future is worth fighting for.
So... no Murozond? Let's give a gander. I might have missed something. I could have sworn I saw something. Oh. There is an interlude and finale cutscene, so I did miss some things. Did I watch these out of order? Did I watch these out of order? Okay, might have watched these out of order. Alright, let's go ahead. Interlude features Chromie in our battle against Iridikron. So, let's go ahead and see what that's about. But, sounds like Nozdormu doesn't become Murozond, which is questionable. Let's go ahead and see what each of the other cutscenes and cinematics we missed out on have to say. But in very Chromie fashion, we are watching this out of order. Fitting, I think. Alright. Hey, Iridikron!
Close. Nothing. Yes, we did it.
No, you didn't.
Nozdormu?
Oh! Hi, Murozond!
Is gone. Only Murozond remains.
Hey, buddy.
No. I won't give up on you.
Okay, alright. Wonder what Iridikron was up to there. Alright, the finale once again features Chromie. Alright, let's see what's going on in this. Alright, 1 minute.
We did it!
No, it ain't.
Little one, have you ever questioned why the Titans preserve this timeline?
The Titans safeguard our world
Alright.
from monsters like you.
Your faith means nothing to them.
I love him.
As you burn in the flames of my brother's wrath, they will not come. All they wanted was our world. With this, the Harbinger will pry it from their grasp.
Ajara?
When the Titans come to reclaim their prize, I will be waiting.
He is so cool. Iridikron is so cool. Alright, so... Alright. I think I can kind of piece together what's going on a little bit now. So... It doesn't seem like, Murazond... Is Murazond a thing? Is Murazond not a thing? That is the question. It seems very vague in what exactly is going on with him. It seems for the moment we put a pause to Nozdormu becoming Murazond, but it is called Dawn of the Infinite. What does Dawn mean? It means the beginning, the start to something. So, I don't think this is the end of the Infinite Dragonflight, I think this is the beginning of it. So this is where the cracks begin to form, and Iridikron is the ones who kind of knocks down the dominoes. That's the way I'm perceiving it. I have no idea if I'm wrong or right, but, yeah, that seems to be the case here. So, Iridikron is leaving things to the remainder of his kin, as Chromie points out in the first cinematic we saw. Again, we watch these out of order. It happens. Again, very fitting for Chromie the character, because she, the first time we meet her, is not exactly the first time we meet her. But yeah, so it seems like Iridikron, he's going off to somewhere void-related, which I have the feeling that Iridikron will not be dealt with in Dragonflight. He could be. I'm not saying he isn't, but he could be a future threat, or rather a conjoint threat, rather, of Xal'atath, Ajara, and now Iridikron. And Iridikron is Team Void. I thought that was pretty apparent. Apparently a lot of people thought that he was Team Light. That makes no sense whatsoever, especially because he's almost like a precursor, or maybe not a precursor, but an afterthought of Deathwing. I'm pretty sure he actually is a precursor of Deathwing. So, before Deathwing, before Neltharion, there was Iridikron. And Iridikron is kind of carrying on the embers of Neltharion in a lot of ways, which is kind of funny considering the patch was called that. So yeah, so Iridikron, possible future threat, definitely connected to the Void, definitely anti-Titan. We kind of already knew this, but he actually gives us that question to Chromie about why did they want this timeline? Why did they want Murazond never to come to be? Or rather, because that's very suspicious, because Amun'Thul showed Nozdormu his death, and his death is Murazond. So, in a lot of ways, Nozdormu has to become Murazond for their proper timeline to work out. Time travel hurts my brain. But, at the very least, we know that Iridikron is out there somewhere, and he's going to help the Harbinger. And who was the Harbinger in Battle for Azeroth? That was the question. Or rather, Warbringer. Ajara was a Warbringer in Battle for Azeroth, but I think now she's going to be a Harbinger of the Void. That's my guess. I think Ajara, Iridikron, and Xal'atath are all working for the same team, except Ajara is going to be the one who rules them all, or will try to be. Iridikron might also swoop in and be like, girl, I'm gonna be the king. You're gonna be not the queen. But we'll see. I do think that this is setting up the future for things. Now, where does Thrall fit into all that? We'll worry about that later for another video. But for the moment, it seems like the Iridikron, Murazond and the Infinite Dragonflight are put on pause. Nozdormu isn't transformed yet. Do I think he is going to be? I think that he has to become Murozond for the timeline to work. If he goes against that, doesn't that already kind of shift him into becoming Murozond in general? Like, it almost sounds like an oxymoron, or a snake eating a snake, almost, where Murozond needs to become a thing in order for the timelines to all work out. It hurts my brain, but when you think on all of the lore and all of the chain of events that happen, the moment you make Murozond not a thing, it makes a lot of events in the middle, like during Cataclysm, fall apart. So, we know that Murozond needs to happen. That's the thing. So, Murozond is going to happen, Nozdormu just isn't transforming into him yet. That's my perspective on all of this. Again, I could be wrong, I haven't done the dungeon yet, this is me reacting to it out of context, but I can kind of put two and two together. But it seems like Iridikron is definitely a future threat, and he's leaving everything to Farak and Vyranoth. And if I'm a guessing man, I think Vyranoth is going to switch teams the moment she realizes that Iridikron and Farak really don't care about proto-dragons and the whole war that they are doing. I do think that Vyranoth has a reason for her war, and I think by the end of this, the dragon aspects, the dragons, the people of Azeroth, they're no longer going to be Team Titan. They're no longer going to, they're going to defend Azeroth because it's their home, not because the Titans told them to. I think we are about to shift very dramatically with Warcraft and what its story is going to be. I think it's going to be the Age of Mortals represents the dragons and the people of Azeroth. That's what I think is going to happen. I know that we're shifting into the Age of Dragons again, but yeah. So that's what I think is happening. That's what I think is going on here. I think that, again, could be wrong. If they want to go for the route of Murozond is an alternate universe Nozdormu and not actually Nozdormu, they could, but that's very conflicting with the information they've given us before. So that's why I'm like, no, I don't think so. But what do you guys think? Do you think Iridikron is going to show up and that he's going to go to war with the Titans? Do you think Illidan's going to be involved in some way? I think so. Do you think Sargeras is going to come back and he's going to be Team Titan, or do you think he's going to still be in jail and Illidan will be watching over him? I did not bring that stuff up at all. I realize that, but yeah, I do think that Iridikron might be being saved for a later expansion. I do think that they're setting up for a Void expansion coming up next, maybe, or in the future at the very least. I do not think that Murozond will not cease to be. I think that he has to for the timelines to work. Of course, again, they might be able to tell us, no, you're wrong, but I do believe in an interview they said something in regards to the fact that we will address Murozond in the future, which could just be them being cheeky, but, you know, but, yeah. So that was Dawn of the Infinite cinematics. What did you guys think? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Do you, are you excited of what Iridikron's up to? I think Iridikron is probably one of Warcraft's best villains since Gul'dan and Garrosh. I could eat my own words and say, oh, they wasted him, he just has a cool design, but yeah, that's what I think I have to say. So, I'll see you guys in the future, and I will talk to you guys when I can. I really want to address this hat. I know that's very vague, but hey, if they're gonna be vague, I'm gonna be vague. I can't wait to address this hat, and I can't wait to talk about that in my next upcoming video. So, keep your eyes out for that. Keep your eyes out for my machinima coming out tomorrow. Lots of future stuff. Very fitting. Very time-based. I'm excited for what's to come. So, man. Just, Iridikron is so cool. Alright. Okay, everyone. I missed a cinematic, so that is always fun. This does not have much relation to Murozond, so this might be a separate video. So, yep. I would just call this, I'll just throw this into the batch, honestly. So let's go ahead and talk to our good friend, or see what's up to with Alexstrasza and Vyranoth, the Frozen-Hearted, one of the Primal Incarnates who looks like the Winter Queen. And as everyone has predicted for some reason, a lot of people have some doubts that she is going to remain Team Incarnate. So let's go ahead and see what Alexstrasza and Vyranoth have to say. So 2 minutes. Oh, it muted.
I knew you would come.
Hey, friendship.
After you forced us into slumber in that Titan prison, you came to me.
You heard me?
Every word. You said...
It doesn't feel like a victory. Not without you.
Are you guys lovers?
Could you say that? After everything...
Or are they sisters?
Dearest friend.
Okay, they're friends. Okay.
Losing you to this conflict broke my heart.
You
Ooh.
promised me you would not force the Titan's will upon us. But the eggs, Alexstrasza.
Uh-oh.
You did nothing while your masters warped our children, still in the shell.
Yeesh.
That abhorrent act should never have happened.
Alright.
And I regret my part in it every day.
Character
Your
development!
lies have grown sweeter.
Oh.
Honey to hear. And poison to taste.
Oy.
Vyranoth, you have always fought for the good of dragonkind. But Iridikron does not.
Facts?
Vengeance is all he craves.
Is he wrong?
Still so naive, Alexstrasza. Believing that the world we once shared still exists.
Oh.
It is gone. And so, yes,
Oh. These shots are so good.
all that remains is vengeance.
Ooh. You know what? Maybe she won't be, switching sides then. Alright, let's talk about this one. So this one's gonna be covered more in the book that's coming out soon. I definitely want to read it. This is a good shot to end on, I think. Oh, hey, I don't want you to play. Okay. So, Vyranoth and Alexstrasza were friends. We now know this, or we kind of already knew this. I personally almost thought they were lovers there for a second with the way they were acting, but what do I know? It would be kind of actually nice to have confirmation for more bi characters in Warcraft, but hey, I'm not judging. I'm not going to throw a fit over that. Last thing we need is shipping discourse in Warcraft. Ugh. Plenty of that already. Okay, but Vyranoth and Alexstrasza meet in secret, I assume. I have no idea if this was done secretly. I have no idea if this was something that they both were down for. But apparently Alexstrasza visited Vyranoth at one point and was just unhappy with how things turned out. In a lot more ways than one. Not just because she lost a friend to war and that they imprisoned it, but as it turns out, Alexstrasza actually wasn't okay with what the Titans were doing to their children and their kind. Which, again, supports my whole theory and idea that by the end of Dragonflight, we're no longer going to be Team Titans, or at the very least, the dragons are no longer going to be Team Titan. Team Titan. Haha! That's a good show. But yeah, no, it seems like Vyranoth and Alexstrasza, I don't think Vyranoth is actually going to redeem herself. It sounds like vengeance sounds good. Sounds too good. Better than the honey that Alexstrasza is offering with her quote-unquote lies. So, even if Iridikron is only doing this to take down the Titans, or to get back their world from the Titans, it sounds like Vyranoth is still okay with that, and that if Alexstrasza has an issue with that, too bad. I'm still gonna be supporting my boy Iridikron. And it is one of those things where you gotta put into question and put into the circumstances of everything. Iridikron isn't wrong for the way he feels. I think that was always kind of the case with the Primalists and the Incarnates. It's not that they are wrong, it's that what they're doing in tandem of that's wrong, you know? Butchering the wildlife, butchering everyone around them, killing young ones, forcing them to join their side. You know, they're just as bad as the Titans, if anything. They're basically, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me levels of revenge, you know? They are flat out, full-on baddies, you know? But they also have, it's one of those things. A villain can be good, well, not good. A villain can be, justified in their actions, but they also can be doing them in ways that is wrong and doing them in ways that is clearly villainous. So, I think the Incarnates are a really good representation of that compared to our last antagonist, who I am going to name drop in this video. But, yeah, so Vyranoth and Alexstrasza have history, and I'm very excited to see the Scaleborn Wars done in the book. I know some people... I do agree to some degree that it would be nicer and better even if we had that content in quests and in an expansion and in a raid and in a zone. I agree with that. It's just sometimes you can't do that with the game, and certain players also they just don't like the roleplay that goes on in quests. It's quite unfortunate, but again, I agree that it should be in the game more than the books, or it can be in both, but I'm still looking forward to the book to see just how friendly these two were, and again, it seemed like they were more than just friends, but what do I know? I'm bad at reading rooms sometimes, too. So, but yeah, so Vyranoth is for Team Vengeance. I think we're going to see her in the next patch dealing with the Emerald Dream with a Midrasil. I believe that is what it was called in the final cinematic that we just watched. Again, I watched a lot of these out of order, but it does seem like Vyranoth is going to attack there. It seems like Farak is going to lead the Primalists in their attack against the tree in tandem with Vyranoth. I'm just curious where this is all going to lead. How exactly is that going to bring on the Titans? Is Iridikron going to try and take the Titan for himself? Is this going to be kind of like a two-parter storyline where Iridikron will go leave to go bring Azshara to Azeroth, and that's going to cause the Titans to freak out because Azshara might actually be capable enough to corrupt Azeroth or become Azeroth? I know some people actually believe that Azshara is going to transfer her essence or spirit somehow into Azeroth's core and become the Titan herself, which would be very interesting and very curious to see that development, because you would have, you know, Azshara basically controlling the most powerful Titan in existence, according to Aman'Thul and Sargeras, and practically everyone, because everyone wants Azeroth. Again, Iridikron isn't wrong, where the Titans basically just wanted Azeroth because of how powerful she is. And it does also bring into question of, is Azeroth even a Titan? Is she a first one? Is she something else? I would prefer her to remain a Titan, personally. Just the most powerful Titan of all time. Maybe she's the creator of the Titans. That'd be kind of cool, you know. She's the actual leader of Order, not Aman'Thul, but I guess we'll have to see. But, as always, I'll catch you guys later. I'm looking forward to seeing where this plot develops. I like that Alexstrasza could be the one who leads the charge against the Titans themselves. Could be really cool. I like that we're having kind of this deconstruction going on over leaders and what they believe. I think we are going to have a war with the Titans themselves, and maybe that means Illidan will come back. Maybe that means we'll get Sargeras on our team. Wouldn't that be cool? The literal guy who is going to destroy the universe is like, yep, the Titans suck. I've been saying this for a while now, guys. You guys want to join the Burning Legion? And we're like, we're not going to go that far, but if you want to help us, that'd be pretty cool. I think we could see... That would be kind of... I've loved this idea for a while, but I would love to see Agrimar... I don't know, certain... Agrimar, Khazgoroth... Sargeras maybe, certain Titans, and Titan forms like a loon join our side in the battle, because if you're fighting with the Titans, we need some kind of balance there, because fighting Titans without another Titan helping us, I don't think those scales are quite even. I think that we need some level of support, even if it's just Azeroth herself, but someone. We need a Titan at least. A new one, an old one, something. More than 2 would be nice. I would love to have Agmar as a team, but I love making these types of videos, like I've stated for a while, but yeah, so that was pretty cool, pretty neat. I love the development between Alexstrasza and Vyranoth, and I can't wait to see more of this story develop. So, thank you guys for watching with me, and I'll see you guys next time.